special Best of 2023 replay edition of River City Speedway presents Dirty Thursday. I'm Dale Koulis, subbing in for John Roberts. He's on leave this week, but he asked me to go ahead and pick what I thought was one of the best shows to replay from 2023 for today's show. But before I get to that, we originally wanted to have Katie Stouse doing her awesome work again, producing another Best of the Year montage and highlights of all the year's best moments from Dirty Thursday. She is currently hard at work on that. I contacted her earlier today. She said she needs just a few more days to fine-tune it and perfect it to make it the very best, and that will be going up this weekend, so stay tuned for that on Grand Forks Best Source, Katie's annual best of highlights for Dirty Thursday. But until then, to help satiate your hunger for new Dirty Thursday, here's a replay of our best of this year, the March 9th episode of River City Speedway presents Dirty Thursday, where the one, the only Amy Nygaard was on the show, the better half of Wade Nygaard, and it was a heck of a show. She has a ton of great stories, even some awesome clips. Some of you may remember her for her run-in as Sally O'Malley in 2022 in an infamous moment you can find on our archives, but you guys are in for a treat. So on the Dirty Thursday Salute to Women from this past March 9th, enjoy your interview with Amy Nygaard, and Happy New Year.
Here we go. It's the Dirty Thursday Salute to Women. There we are. Joining us on the show today, first off, the one, the only, the co-host that's a part-timer, Chad Hoff is here. Yep. And today, we are featuring on our Salute to Women, Amy Nygaard. Our show, by the way, brought to you by Northwest Tire in Grand Forks. You, I'll just send it over to you. You still looking to hire? Hold on. There.
Yeah.
I'm so used to you not being here, I forgot to turn it on.
Good one. Well, thank you. There it is.
There we go.
Always looking to hire good people. Right now, warehouse guy looking for that. Getting ready for busy season. Before you know what, this damn snow needs to go away. I'm so tired of the snow. But other than that,
we're going to get some more this weekend.
8 inches.
Yeah.
That's what she said. Anyway, she was thinking
I was like, 8 inches on a Saturday isn't a bad thing.
We're ready. Come on,
tell which direction this is going to go.
It's going to be an awesome show. That's that's why I took time for today. No, I'm just kidding. I would have loved to be here every time, but no.
I know work is work.
Work is work. It's getting busy, but before we know it, busy time will be here. So yeah, come on in if you want a job at a cool place and be with me and joke and drink and eat food. Because I like to eat food.
Yeah.
It's a good place to be.
Sounds like we all like to eat food.
Yeah.
How do they get a hold of you?
701-780-8473 and talk to Chad or Ethan.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Before we get too much further,
that's it.
Call us up if you want. Any questions, you can call or text.
Oh, there better be comments today.
Our number is 701-213-0863. We have that thing. 701-213 0863. And we already got people watching and texting. Paul Erickson, here we go. Best hour of the week. Thank you very much. Good morning, Amy, John, and Chad from Nick Curtis.
Hi, Nick.
Morning, Nick. Before we get going too much further, let's do this.
All right,
Our daily
joke.
segment, Jokes My Neighbor Tells Me.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Jokes My Neighbor Tells Me. The other night, my wife said, I love you. Yeah, so I said, I asked her, was that you or is that the wine talking? She said, it's me talking to the wine. She's watching. I'm probably going to get my ass handed to me.
Yeah.
Before we get going now, one more thing I want to talk about. Forks Karting Association, their annual meeting.
Saturday.
Is this Saturday at the Eagles Club, 1 o'clock. Go check it out. Forks
Nice.
Karting Association annual meeting this Saturday at the Eagles Club at 1 o'clock. All right. First off, how you doing, man?
I'm doing fantastic.
Good, good,
Yeah,
good.
Everything's going great.
Yeah. Any new dogs? Fostering? Any of that stuff?
I have a new, I have a new
I know,
dog.
of course I do.
I have a new dog, Millie. It's a German Short-Hair Pointer.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
Fostering
What?
or keeping?
We bought this one.
Oh, okay.
So, a very pretty dog. Obviously,
nice.
Brittany does a great job with training dogs.
Sure,
so-
she does. Yeah.
Yeah. So she
did a phenomenal job with my dog.
Yeah.
I know
Lewis
that.
is awesome.
Lewis is a great dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, maybe would she want my corgi for a month or two?
when Lori got the
That little
corgi, she's like,
son of a bit.
yeah, bless her heart, she said.
We've had one before.
Right.
I mean, so we know, but yeah,
Yeah.
they're cocky. They got to get the last word in all the time. And they got Tourette's.
They
It's like having two wives. Seriously.
You're just asking for trouble. 89.
This show's going to be awesome. I'm going to have to take the sweatshirt off because it's going to get hot.
Yeah.
I'm going to laugh so hard I'm going to start sweating. It's already starting.
Amy Nygaard, how are you?
I'm fantastic.
It's so good to have you in the studio. You want to hear something funny, chap?
Yeah, always.
You know when Wade found out about her being on the show today?
Yeah?
Today.
Today?
About,
At
what,
like
20 minutes?
10:42. Whoops-a-doops.
He's like, today?
Today? Oh, no. Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I forgot. Oh, whoops.
But then we're going to go talk about you today.
What are you going to talk about?
Yeah, right away.
Well, I know the last time you came in here, it was pretty fun.
That was a blast. And then you got to bring up the show she crashed.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, yeah, that's epic.
You know, we should.
And I wasn't even here for that.
Yeah, we should have. I should have had that one ready to go. But Katie did produce a best of 2022 Dirty Thursday.
Yes, she did.
Check it out. Amy came in as Sally O'Malley from
So
Saturday
funny.
Night Live. A lot of you might not remember that, but we do. And
Only the cool people know who that is.
exactly. And it was the day before your birthday.
Big birthday, yeah.
And
Yeah.
you rocked it. I mean, you came flying in here. I remember the GFBS sign that Nolan Olmstead made us dropped on somebody's head.
fell.
These poor guys from California and Colorado had no clue. I didn't tell them that you were going to come in. They thought,
Oh, you knew she was coming.
oh, I knew she was coming.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is so John, I'm like, John, there's this thing, Saturday Night Live skit. I've waited 50 years to do this. Like, I want to do this.
Yeah.
Because I have the outfit and everything. And me and my friends used to do I'm 50 all the time. And we just busted out wherever we are, right? So John's like, oh, yeah, that's cool. I said, my birthday's coming up. I want to do the show. Can I do that? He's like, yeah. Well, how old are you going to be? I'm like, I'm going to be 50, you dummy. Like, and he goes, no, you're not. I'm like, I'm going to be 50. I want to do this.
Right.
And he's like, anytime you want to just
It was
jump
perfect.
in.
It was.
I think you even did the leg kick. Didn't you not do the leg kick
Oh,
too?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
the challenge was, that, are you really going to say camel toe on there? I'm like,
Yeah, she fixed it. Not only did she say camel toe, she fixed it.
But she couldn't pull up her pants any further.
That's more like a moose knuckle.
oh, yeah. It was the whole tribe of camels just going on a trip. So, you know. Oh, that's so good. But, like, remember when Saturday Night Live they used to do that, and it was funny. I'm like, that's people. We have to go back to that. We just have to start being funny.
Yeah,
Let's just
like
have
the
a
old
good
Carol
time.
Burnett shows where Harvey Korman and guys would just start having laugh attacks. And
Oh,
Tim
my God.
Conway, 'cause he was so damn funny.
When she comes down the stairs with the freaking curtain rod, I saw it in the window and I just had to have it. I mean, like, really, that's what we need to go back to in life, right?
Have you always been this outgoing and not afraid to poke fun at people, poke fun at yourself?
I poke fun of myself.
Yep.
And anybody gets in my way. No, just kidding.
I can see Wade somewhere right now just going.
You know what, though? He was forewarned.
Yeah.
I was
Well,
this
you
way
can-
when I met him. I was. Like,
Yeah.
I had found my niche.
Yeah.
When I turned later 20s, I found my niche. Like, if you would have known me before that, you would have been like, who's that girl? She's so quiet in the corner.
Really?
When I
Really?
was in elementary, I didn't talk to anybody. Elementary school, didn't talk to anybody. Junior high, yeah, no. About 9th grade, coming on
Yeah.
the shell a little bit. 10th, 11th grade. My senior year was like, hey, this is life. This is fun.
Yeah,
Like,
right. Yeah.
go meet people and just.
Yeah.
And then it was just like, whoop, from
Oh.
there.
I would have never imagined that.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what people say. No,
The-
there's no way you were quiet. I'm like,
Wow.
Then
Wow.
mid-20s, Rocky Top.
There you
we
go.
went right there. It just,
yeah. It wasn't a slow climb.
No,
it
it's
was
just-
like,
boom.
All right,
Guess what?
Okay, now I'm going to have to ask you about this one, Amy.
Uh-oh.
Bryce Langerud just texted in saying, "Good morning, Mrs. Johnson."
Oh, I miss
Mrs.
Bryce too.
Johnson.
What's Mrs. Oh, God.
okay. So, Bryce, I love you. She's literally like one of the
Oh,
an
she's
original
awesome.
cool person. She's like
Yep.
a genuinely
Yes. Yep.
awesome
Yep.
person.
I
Yep,
missed her
she
here
is.
too. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
she's
Yep.
awesome. But her boyfriend happens to be this Jade Hastings.
Uh-huh,
Right?
yeah.
Young
Heard of him.
kid.
Yeah,
Heard of him.
I've heard
Yeah.
of him.
But have you ever seen the commercial? There's 4 older ladies like me sitting on the corner of the and they're having coffee, and they're all sitting there like right?
Yeah.
And this jogger comes, and he's good looking. He doesn't have a shirt on, and he's standing there, and all of them are like watching him without watching him, right? They don't want anybody else, and they're all like drinking their coffee. And then all of a sudden he turns around and he's like, "Good morning, Mrs. Johnson," because here it's her son's friend.
Oh, gee.
So that's me, because I see
Buzzkill.
Bryce's like boyfriend, you know, Jade. He walks around without a shirt on. It's like, dude, put a shirt on. I feel like Mrs. Johnson. Like, I have my sunglasses on and I'm still staring at you. Stop it.
Yeah, quit
Right?
Do you
Stop
remember
it.
the age when you used to be able to go shirtless? Because I don't.
Yesterday.
I
No, I'm just
could-
kidding.
There's nobody I know around it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed
But
even in the shower.
Yeah, if I go to the you sit there, yeah, you drive shot like, who the hell is this guy? Like, why all of a sudden am I tan but not underneath my boobs?
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
up with that? When did that happen?
Wait till it happens to like all the way down to my knees. Like, what?
Oh,
Then right at the kneecap is something a little pokey. What's that?
that's when you go to Europe and pretend you're European. And
Yeah.
then you go shirtless. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, that's why I'm not a fighter by no means, and if everybody wants to pick a fight with me, it's either we're gonna, I'm gonna get naked because
Oh.
nobody wants to fight me if I'm naked.
No.
because they're gonna see a bunch of jiggling and stuff.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see that.
No.
They're like, I don't want to fight you. Exactly. Now come here and give me a hug.
With your
Dress
clothes on.
first.
No,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe before. Well.
I don't know if I signed up for this when I got here
this
today.
is. I'm seriously sweating right
Yeah,
now. I'm
well,
gonna take
all
the
right.
damn sweatshirt off.
It's coming off. How old's your son now?
He's 12. He's
Okay.
12 and a half officially. Yeah. We're going to have a teenager in our hand pretty
Oh,
soon.
wow. Second year Pee Wee hockey player. Awesome. How fun is it being a hockey parent?
You know, so in Grand Forks hockey, it could be freaking intense, right?
It's brutal.
right?
I know. I went through
can
it.
be.
Yep.
Yeah.
And every year we're like, we're going to get stuck on a team with drama. And no. I was like, okay, so our first year squirts, still really good friends with the people we were with. And they were awesome. And I'm like, oh, okay. So next year we're going to get screwed.
Yeah.
Nope. Last year we had an amazing group of just awesome. So I'm like, here we go. This is the year. So this year we got the list, the roster, and I knew a couple people we had on our team before, and there's a handful of people I didn't know. I'm like, yeah, here it goes.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is gonna suck, right? Oh my goodness. We had the best time. We had
Yeah.
the best, of course, we always say, best set of parents ever. But I come to figure it out. I was talking to one of the gals we had end of year party. I said, I think what the difference is when you start, the first time, if you're sitting at a table, invite anybody else that walks into the room at your table. That's going to set the tone for the rest of the year.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Don't not invite them.
Right.
As soon as you invite them, it's gonna it settles everything down a little bit. And
Icebreaker.
It was. And
Yeah.
and I'm like, okay, consciously I try to do that. Sometimes you don't think about it.
Right.
But consciously I try to get to know everybody or whatever. And we had the boys our weekend tournament was this weekend. And one of the boys we've had for a long time. And I'm known as the positive yeller, cheerer mom.
Yeah.
And I don't yell at the refs. I don't yell at the coaches. I don't yell at only thing I yell is positive things because that is my role. Period.
You ever been kicked out of a game as a parent?
No, because I don't yell
Okay.
I don't yell at a ref. Their job is hard enough, right? And pretty
That
soon we're not
sucks,
going to
yeah.
have a refs anymore.
No,
We're
it's
just gonna
getting
wanna
bad.
I
do
get
this,
it.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So the one kid goes to me, kind of the leader of the group. He goes, Amy, where were you this morning? I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, I didn't hear you. He goes, you were like at a level 2. I need you at a level 8 this afternoon.
It's a 12-year-old saying this.
Yeah.
too.
And I'm like, okay, Kellen,
Yeah.
challenge accepted.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
ready. And then he pulled the other kids. And so like when the other boys know like who you are and whatever,
Yeah.
that makes it more fun. That makes your, like, okay, we're going to do this and cheer them on. And they loved it.
Yeah.
They enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So,
See, me as a hockey parent, I was very vocal. I always stood by myself because the other parents wanted it that way.
Everybody was embarrassed about you.
Well, no, I always yelled positive things to the team. I played hockey. I know all about it.
Yeah.
And I would give the referees guff. I would because I don't. Sometimes you miss a call. That's the way it goes. But you better at least be in position to make the call.
Yeah.
If you have no business being out there because you can't keep up to peewees, you shouldn't be reffing. But how many people you know? I'm 58 now. I got kicked out of a game as a player and a parent by the same ref.
did he have white hair?
Oh, he had a really big
have
nose.
hair?
He had a really big nose, and he
Was
lived
it
in
a Grand
Crookston.
Forks? Oh, Crookston.
Yep,
Okay.
Oh.
yep, yep. He kicked me out as a player and a parent.
Yeah. Been around a while.
He'd been around a long while.
Around a while.
But I feel bad for him. I mean, and
Oh,
he
I agree.
Like, it's so hard for him to find a ref,
Yeah.
whatever.
In any sport.
in
any sport,
every
yeah.
one of them. And it's just like, okay, as parents, we're creating that. We're doing that
Yep.
to them. And that's just downright ridiculous.
Right.
Yep.
They're going to miss a call, but you know what? They're not just watching your kid.
Right.
Right.
Right. No,
You're
and I
right.
get that.
They're
too.
trying to watch all of them.
Yep.
So I'm like, that's not my job. And if I get mad and if I say something, you all know it's bad.
Yeah. And
Like, it's not good.
It's
you know,
not gonna
another
happen.
thing too is there's a lot of parents out there. They think their kid's going to be the next Toby Baker winner. They think he's
Right.
going to be the next Cy Young winner. He's going to win the Heisman. He's going to win. He's all this. They're already looking at him in the bigs, you know.
Right.
But let 'em
Not
be
at 12 or 9
Yeah.
years
Let
old.
them be kids.
So
Yeah.
like this weekend we had a mom for the other team, and I don't care how loud you are or whatever, because I'm louder than anybody. I know that.
Yeah.
But she was chirping behind the dad.
Oh,
And
Oh.
she was literally on point. She was doing certain things to poke this, and I just turned. I turned and looked at her. I said, "That's enough. No more. You're done."
zip it.
I'm like,
Yeah.
you can say whatever you want, but do not direct it to a dad. You're a woman, quote
Yeah.
unquote, Woman's Day, right? Ever. But if he would have turned around and started yelling at you, he would have looked like the a-hole.
Oh,
Sure,
yeah.
sure.
Because
Yep,
you wouldn't have
yep.
said that.
Yep.
Right? It's not fair. You can't do that.
Right.
Right.
And I'll stand up for that. I'll stand up for what's right.
Right,
And,
right.
and to do that. Because I was like, I know what you're doing, you little.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
not fair.
No, 100% poking the bear just to get a reaction out of him, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden he's the bad guy, little guy looking in. I think referees in general, it is tough. I mean, I have family members that ref. I have family members that coach. I had my brother quit coaching because of the parent reactions and all that stuff.
My kid had quit for a while too at one time.
Oh, we played travel baseball last year. Parker was 9. This year he's 10. And we traveled to West Fargo, and we played in their West Fargo tournament and stuff. And there's usually on a baseball field, you have 2 umps usually, baseline and behind the plate. I've been an umpire. I know how that game works. Well, we had an umpire. He was 13 years old. Mm-hmm. And so he's getting backslack from, and all this. So between innings, I just walked out there and said, dude, and I was helping coaching, and I wasn't going out to chew his butt. I said, dude, your job is hard. You're doing a great job. Just think of it that way. Mm-hmm. But your job is hard.
Yep.
Keep this up. I said, how old are you? He was 13. I'm like, holy, 13 years old.
Yeah.
And you're taking this kind of beating right now. And he wants to pursue umpiring. Mm-hmm. So parents, take notes. I mean,
But
good Lord.
that's the thing. So, okay, I'm just going to do this, and then we're going to get on any other issue. But I'm going to just tell you this. So you look at your Facebook feed, and it's like, oh, positive, blah, 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 whatever. And, my kid who's got bullied,
Yeah.
You're the freaking bullies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're yelling at kids,
Yeah.
reffing your kids because they didn't see something happen to your kid. And you know what? Your kid forgot about it by the next play. He got off the freaking ice,
right.
sat on the bench, took a breath, and went back
Yeah.
out there and played.
Yeah.
Had
Get over
45 seconds to relax, and he's back at it again.
Yeah.
it. Right? And
It's-
if he can't do that, don't play.
Yeah.
It's like when people
no,
say they don't
agreed.
make kids like they
Agreed.
used to. I just say, well, it starts at home.
It does. 100%
It all
starts at home.
And if you
Lead
ever
by
have any,
example.
Yeah, and if you ever have any problems again in Fargo, get a hold of my kid.
Okay.
He's the boss there. So
Yeah, I know.
He's the one that has to hire these 13-year-old umpires.
They're great kids.
Yeah.
I mean, really, I just wanted to go out and tell them, like, hey, dude, you're doing a fantastic
Yeah.
job. Your job sucks.
Yeah,
I mean, to get yelled at constantly into
that drives these
For the
management
$40
nuts.
he made
Exactly.
for standing in
Exactly.
98-degree heat.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
hot
getting
and
yelled at.
Getting yelled at.
And because they think that, you wanted that other team to win. He doesn't.
It
freaking
doesn't matter.
care.
No. It's like I'm not, and I was approached by our guys thinking that I was going out there to yell at him. No, I was him at one point in time in my life. I don't want him to think that he's doing a bad job. It's like,
Sure.
Quick pointer. I said, just if you're going to make the call, get out to position. It'll make you easier.
Oh, yeah.
You're doing a great job. Keep it up. Please drink water.
Yep.
And then that was it.
And,
As you slammed your bush light and walked away.
Yeah.
I mean-
yeah, and clamato. I like
Yeah.
that too. Yeah, mix it in there. So it's really there's like tomato juice.
And here I thought we were
Yeah.
maybe going to talk about racing today, but I don't. I'm having fun the way
We
it
can
is.
talk about anything. That's the beautiful part about this. Let's dive into something else. What else do we have to work about?
Now your son.
I don't know what happened.
You broke
cat
my
broke.
kitty. What the hell did you do?
I warned you. That's why I didn't touch that thing right here. Because,
She just tore the tail off the kid.
It's a stress kitty, and you just.
Obviously, John, you're stressing her out.
a little stick it back together.
Get some Gorilla Glue on that. It's gonna put some Gorilla Glue.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, can I say 18 things before we leave?
Sure you can. Oh, we've got a long time to go here, so you're not leaving yet. But okay.
So and it's not
Don't
even
give her the
tail.
dog.
There's the tail.
Oh, there's the tail. It's a leg.
a leg.
It's the leg.
Yeah.
Tripod.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Okay. Okay.
Stick it right back in the box.
18th?
Hello, kitty.
We'll have to put that one in the
Here,
window
kitty,
and get a
kitty,
different
kitty,
one.
kitty. It's gonna take a while.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
No. So I have to say to Geraldine and Jamie, thanks for letting me leave the office for 27 seconds just to come and do this show because they're like, hey, we're gonna listen to you.
Okay.
Do a
Oh,
shout out.
nice.
Hello.
Well,
And I'm
hey.
like, hey, and they're like, what is this show? And I'm like, can we watch it? I'm like, no.
Only certain people can.
No.
No, if you're not a racing wife, you just don't want to listen.
Yeah.
But we're
It's
gonna
boring.
have fun.
Yeah, it's
it's
boring.
So boring. Yeah.
We don't talk about anything cool. We don't laugh.
Well, I
And
know
I'll
I
just
just
sit here and stare like.
Yeah.
I just got a text saying she should be on here every Thursday with you guys.
So fun. Who said that?
Kaylee Elizabeth, and I believe they are. I wonder if they're still on vacation.
Well, I think they're they're in the Bahamas or something.
did they get-
But they're engaged, so congratulations.
That's right, there we go.
Kaylee Elizabeth and Joe Breidenbach got engaged.
That's from the guy that's happily married. So dumb.
Amanda Joe Enright says definitely boring.
We're snorting.
What? Oh, here we go. We're snorting now.
She totally just snorted. I'm sweating so bad right
happy
now.
that everybody can get married. Woo! It's
Chad's gonna be
fun.
shirtless here pretty soon.
Oh my goodness! Don't worry, there's another shirt under the shirt. It's all
Just
right.
remember, lift them up to get a good tan.
Yeah, yeah.
Now have you seen
I
this
take
new?
tape and pull them upwards. If you guys want, just kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh, there isn't enough duck in that tape, buddy. For me.
No,
Sorry.
no, it don't hold.
There's enough duck
It
in
don't
that
hold for
tape.
nothing.
Have you seen what's that new stuff that new cream that they're trying to sell on TV now? You can put it in your under boobs and your butt crack and all of that stuff.
and it
I can't
doesn't
remember what they
stink?
call it. Yeah, it takes away all your stink.
Takes away the odor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Hey, if you get
John
that
uses
close
ours
to my
from-
boobs and my butt crack, you get what you get, buddy. I don't care.
Hit your at your own risk.
Exit at mine.
Yeah.
We're definitely going to have to change the title of this show.
This is so good. Exit at mine. Sorry.
Oh, Katie, don't make this a clip off the best of.
Hey, Katie, I have a goal. I got to make this best of 2023.
Yeah,
you
and
know?
maybe this time we can get it picking on you instead of me.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah,
I loved it.
Hey, did you text that out that creator of that died?
No, it was
texted that out?
Who texted? He didn't die. He got in a bunch of trouble.
Oh, got in much trouble. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tolbert or Turbert.
I think it was. I think it was Heather.
Was it Heather or Nolan?
Yeah, I believe so.
That's
I believe
funny.
so.
We're having a good joke about something. Oh, hey, that guy got picked up for
Yeah.
bad stuff.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Let's get back to what we're doing here.
Yeah, we probably. I'm looking at this dog. Like, there's nothing she can really tear off this dog. Yes, there probably is.
Yeah,
you
there,
wanna
she can
try?
figure it out.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, hey.
Don't
Oh, hey.
tempt me.
Sorry, back to the show.
Yeah,
Once
it is.
again.
It is Dirty Thursday. Chad went up 3 octaves. Yep.
My hands are still on the cat.
Yeah. Paul, my coworkers are staring at me funny because I can't stop laughing. Well,
Paul commented that because he's wearing earmuffs back there because I went up 3 octaves.
yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty soon every dog's gonna come running over here soon.
My belly laughing so much. I'm actually doing an ab workout. You guys didn't even know that right now.
You know what? This is honest God truth. This morning on the update,
Yeah.
I was promoting this show today at 11 o'clock, and I said, Amy Nygaard's coming in. I said, my stomach already hurts because
Yeah.
I
Oh,
know
for
I'm going to
sure.
be laughing my ass
Yeah.
off. So,
Have you ever went out like ever went out with your buddies or whatever, and the next day you wake up and you're like, oh my god,
Oh,
my
yeah,
face
yeah.
hurts.
Oh, yeah.
Like, and it just hurts. And I'm like, that's when you know you're just
Yeah.
living the right life.
Yeah.
especially
right? It's
back
so
in the
fun.
80s in my experimentation days. Yeah,
Well, we
you'd
don't need to
wake up
talk
with a
about
sore
that.
face.
That's gonna.
No, we're not going to talk about that. Let's get back to the racing thing here.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
We've been talking about your son, a hockey player.
And I have to say, so he had a Pee-wee, second year Pee-wee, started this team, great team. Coaches were great. We had just awesome parents. And the siblings, we had like these
Oh, yeah.
siblings of the kids. They always get the shaft because
Sure.
you're sitting in an arena for however long.
Yeah.
I made a new best friend. Her name is Princess Taylor. So shout out to Princess Taylor. She's just turned 5.
Okay.
My best friend.
Yeah.
But he had a goal. He says, Mama, my goal is I want to get to 20 goals this
Okay.
season. Which
Yeah.
to some is like, do that in 3 days. Not for my kid. He did it. And he
Wow.
at the end of the season,
Nice.
he's like, hey, I made my goal. I'm like, you know what? Good for him.
Congrats, man.
And he learned a lot. He tried hard. We start our spring league we have a spring team, so we start that in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
like
wow.
there's no break
Well,
for hockey around here.
Hockey
Really.
has changed a lot.
It
Yeah.
could. It's like we've never did it before. Like we did it last year. We were luckily enough. One of our squirt parents said, "Hey, we're putting together a team. Would you want to do this? It's easygoing kids, drama-free parents. We're gonna go have
Right.
some fun." Okay, great. We did it, and like the last game, all of the parents were like, kind of like, "This is it." Like we were just gonna do one fall. So we kind of looked at the guys like, "You want to do a spring team?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." So it's the same group of kids.
Oh,
We're gonna do the
awesome.
spring.
Oh,
So
cool.
So looking forward. It's like 4 tournaments, and we're looking forward to. it.
Talk
Great,
about travel,
great.
though.
Yeah.
You guys put on miles. I talked to Wade one time. You guys went to Sydney, Montana twice.
No, we went once. Wade maybe thought we went twice.
Oh.
but-
Is that no? You
No, I'm
went.
just
Yeah,
kidding.
you.
So we did. So we have the Western Swing. So we did
Yeah.
one Western Swing.
The West
Yes.
Coast swing, we used to
Right.
call it
So-
back in the day.
So we did Minot.
Yeah.
And then the next morning we had to be in Bottineau.
Yep.
From Bottineau we drove to Watford City.
That's when
boy.
you know she's from North
And-
Dakota.
Yeah.
Bottineau.
Hot bolt.
And then that wasn't the Western Swing. That
Oh.
was just the, hey, here's your weekend.
Yeah.
And then our Western Swing was, we were at Williston
Yeah.
Sydney, Montana.
right.
Then we went up to Crosby.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, he
And
told me.
came home.
Then you drove home in the fog and
Yeah,
Awful.
yeah, that was fun.
yeah,
Yeah.
oofta.
But it was, like we complain about, oh, it's a lot of miles. What else are we going to do? Sitting on the couch, eat pizza. So
Right.
it was, we complain about it, but now, like our last weekend, we're like, gosh,
Now you're gonna miss it.
yeah,
Yeah,
I wish we had one
it's-
more weekend of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And our manager, she was awesome. Christine Blasky, who her son races go-karts, and right? He was our coach, and then she was our manager. So she and the other B1 manager got together and be like, hey, we're staying at the hotel here, this hotel. So they grouped it together.
Sure.
So the boys could hang out
Oh,
together,
nice.
parents could hang
Yeah.
out together. Awesome. We had a blast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing better than actually enjoying weekends, right?
Yeah. It was fun.
When we were hockey parents, I nickeled and dimed my vacation to death just for hockey and baseball trips. I did
Right.
that for many, many years. But I wouldn't change anything for
Right.
it. And I looked at it as if we're going to go on the road for a weekend and be in a motel, I'm going to make it just as damn fun for me and my wife as it is for the kid.
Yep.
You got to look at it that way. You got to go and you got to have fun. You got to
It
go
was
to a game
fun.
hungover once in a while with
Well,
hardly
yeah.
any sleep, but that's all part of being a hockey parent. We had a blast. I wish I could do it again. Enjoy it while you can.
We are every weekend we do.
Oh,
We
if
have fun and
Yep.
If you ever miss it, you can go with us at Parker's. Yeah, you can have fun there.
There you go. There you go. Jody Morgan-Danner agreed. Fun weekends for sure. Well, they're watching us down in Sioux Falls. How about
Hey.
that? Will your kid, will he race?
today. No, tomorrow?
Is he going to
No.
race soon?
Maybe
Ever?
one day. He's 12.
I know. I know.
Like I'm just kind of one of those.
Eh.
He's 12.
Okay.
Right. He's
Yeah.
having fun. He's not deprived. Like
Right.
Yeah.
you're playing hockey. You're having fun. If you want to do baseball this summer, great. We're going to talk about football again. So it's like he's doing these things, right?
Yeah.
And these things are limited. So like,
Sure.
because when you're done with school, you're done.
Yeah.
Right. Unless, hey, we all know he's making the NHL. I mean, really.
Yeah.
Anyway, or the NFL
He's already
too.
signed with UND.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's gonna happen. I see it. But anyway, joke. But
Just joking,
if
everybody.
he wants to race after school, or like when he's
Yeah.
older, when these things aren't prevalent in front of him, yeah, I
Sure,
have no
sure.
problem with. Obviously, I have no problem racing, but I also think I just want him to be a kid. I want him to enjoy what he can
Yeah,
enjoy in
right,
front of him.
right,
now.
right. Yep.
So if it's racing later, fine.
Okay.
I just don't right now.
Are you okay? I'll rephrase
busy
it. then.
otherwise.
I'll
we don't
rephrase
need it
it
right now.
Does he show any interest in possibly doing it?
This year he took on a bigger role helping Wade out
Oh, okay.
at the age of 12. He's a great kid. He's super responsible. He's very smart and he's thinks about things, right? And he helped Wade because Wade lost his crew guys this year. We had to start from scratch, and we had great guys that helping us, but new to it. So Zachary kind of took on the role of checking the tires, doing this, doing that, helping Wade out a lot more.
Yeah.
And myself, I would rather have him do that
Sure.
right now, because the more he learns right now with how things
Yeah.
work,
Better
the
it's
better
gonna
it's
help
going to
him.
be.
Absolutely.
Instead of just rolling
Hop in
up
that
and be
car.
like, I'm the driver.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fix my car.
Yeah.
No, he could do it himself.
Right,
So,
right.
for him to be able to help Wade and to see things, and we'll be sitting in the stands watching, and he's like, I think we need to change the shock, or we need to do this, or he can see
So he's already
that.
doing that.
Yeah, he's seeing it in his
That's
head.
cool.
Yeah. So
That's
I'm-
cool.
We got another text. Our Canadian buddies are watching. Daryl. Good
Hey,
morning,
Daryl.
Boring Boys and Amy. Fun show. Young Nygaard going to be a race car driver after hockey. Canadians coming to party this summer. Cheers.
Coming, yeah, they
we
always
go.
come to
Yeah, I
party
know.
for sure.
I'm looking forward to
I
seeing
think that's
those
really
guys.
awesome, and plus the bonding time that they get together too. I mean, because
Yeah.
Wade's probably there a lot, and now Zach can go and check everything out and be with them, and that's pretty cool. I think just to
People
watch,
learning.
yeah, especially when they come up, even on the stage, is so cool because Wade don't do nothing anymore.
I just saw the video.
Yeah.
So Wade sent Zach up to draw for him this
Always.
summer,
Yep,
right?
Yeah.
And Brendan Mullen, Zachary absolutely adores him, and he's so good to Zachary. And he's like, Zach, when he asks you where your dad is, say he's taking a nap.
He did.
So like I'm like, and knowing he's half my kid, I'm like, well, he'll do it. So here Chad asks, and he's like, he's old, needs to take a nap.
He said that.
And I was like, your reaction was hilarious because you weren't expecting that. And I'm standing there video. I was like, proud mama moment.
Yeah,
right?
there you go. 100%. Yeah, that was so cool. And I love having him up there too because he just he pretty much pushes the other guys over.
Yeah.
I got this, guys.
Yeah,
I got
I'm
this.
good.
Amanda Joe says he did a great job. Was wonderful watching him and Wade working together. Wade doesn't show up for draw. Now, I wanted to ask you this, Chad, because us being announcers, being part of the Bull Ring Boys, we know everything, right?
Yeah, of course, everything. Yep.
You don't know it. How many people told you Wade Nygaard was quitting, getting out of racing? Because I heard it from a ton of people.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Last year or this year?
This year.
No, this year he's done. He's not coming back this year.
Yeah. Well, you see, he's selling all of his stuff.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
yeah. Well, he's quitting. No, he's not quitting. Like, I don't know Wade personally, but I've talked to him a little bit this year because we've done some stuff for him with the shop and buying tires and stuff. So I've talked to him a little bit, so I know some things, and he's not done racing yet.
No.
Just quit freaking trying to start drama, you stupid people.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So
I hate to say stupid people, but
there's like people that start rumors, and there's people that in every sport, every thing, everybody. There's always a rumor mill, right?
Oh, yeah.
But I die laughing because the rumor mill in racing is enormous, which is fun.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But it's like, it's the telephone, telefran, boom, down. And it's just like, you could literally have like one sentence by the time it gets back to you is like.
Totally separate.
Not even.
Totally separate.
So is he stepping back? Probably. Are we not traveling so much? Before we needed that hauler because we were literally living in the hauler.
Right. Yeah.
We lived in there every weekend for, over 6 years.
Yep.
So we needed that. Great. We don't need that driving to Grand Forks, whatever. So there's certain things that are changing. Yep.
Yeah.
Do we know what the future holds? No. Do I have a crystal ball to say, no. It is what it is, and we're going to do what we can and see what happens.
Yeah.
Do I hope it's a better year than last year? Sorry, Wade. Yeah, I do. But it's what it is.
That's the competitive side of things.
You know, the thing is, Wade's got a great sense of humor. Before we take a break, I just wanted to add this in there. My wife actually told him last year, thank you, you should change your number to 2. And he's like, huh? He goes, well, you finish second all the time. He chuckled. And here's the thing. If you could have a year and finish second all the time, you still having a pretty damn good year. But anyway, it was kind of funny. He laughed about it. He thought it was funny, too. Dirty Thursday, Salute to Women, rolls along. Amy Nygaard is here today. We're going to take a short little break, hear from some of our sponsors like this from Muskox. Hey, if you move snow with a skid steer, you've got to see the Muskox difference. A patented back drag feature allows operators to blow snow while back dragging in front of obstructions. You know, garage doors, siding, and fire hydrants. Now, this saves time and money while lowering injury risk by decreasing manual labor. The optional dual auger, called the dually, helps the operator eat through big snowfalls, ice-crusted snow, and blow more snow while back dragging. And the glide plate, it allows you to glide over grass and gravel without ripping up the soft surfaces. Subsequently, create an instant torque of the lower cutting edge to break up snow and ice to better expose hard surfaces. See the Muskox difference. Go to muskox.com or Facebook at Muskox Snowblowers or call 218-288-1905. See the difference for yourself. It's the Muskox difference. Oh, wow. And before we come back to the show, let's hear a little bit from another one of our sponsors here on Dirty Thursday, Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Want an oil change in a hurry? This is not a dream when you go to Valvoline Instant Oil Change in Grand Forks. Heck, you can sit in your car while they do the oil change. It's that fast, and you don't even need an appointment. And make sure to get your pit passes to the toughest monster truck tour coming to Grand Forks Saturday, April 22nd at the Alaris, and check out one of these awesome trucks beforehand at Valvoline Instant Oil Change and be watching for some ticket giveaways too. Oil changes and more done so fast that you can get on with your day at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, 3325 South 38th Street, or call 701-780-8462. Make sure to tell them Grand Forks Best Source sent you. All right, Dirty Thursday, Salute to Women with Amy Nygaard rolling along here on a Thursday. Amanda Jo Enright says, I love the racing rumor mill. Billy Schletter, hello, everyone. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Chad Hoff is also in here with us today. There we go. Amy, I'd asked you if you'd always kind of been this way. You are a hoot at the racetrack. When you go to work, are you like this? Like you are today? Like you are at the racetrack? Are you like this all the time?
I try.
And I meant that in a good way.
Yeah.
Do the ratings drop? Like, do you go from rated R, G, PG? Is that at work?
You gauge the audience first?
Know the room.
Sure.
No,
Whatever.
Here's my theory. I'm too old to be anything different, right? I've earned my stripes. I've figured out who I am. I've figured out what I like. And if I can make somebody laugh, if I can de-stress the situation,
Sure.
love it.
Yeah.
So, and where I'm at now, it's a small office. There's just 3 gals or 2 other gals and me. Pretty easygoing gals, right? Where I was before, we had a lot of women, a lot of stuff. And I was like, you know what? We had an office manager and she had left and was like, so somebody needs to step into that role of not office manager, but keeping the team together. I'm a big one for that. Like, just keep the team together, keep the drama out. And that's kind of what I try to do. And if it's to make somebody laugh and giggle, yeah, I can do that. But I'll tell you what, don't go on my bad side.
I would, I was gonna say.
No, if I like you, I like you. If I don't like you, I'm not gonna deal with you unless you present yourself. And I'm not fake. I'm not anything else. Like,
absolutely,
literally,
That's
like,
what I say. That's I'm no BS.
Yeah,
No.
I'm no BS.
Do you care? Do you care what people think of you? No, I don't either. Unless they're spreading untrue rumors or something like that.
Like, I got a penis enlargement. That was, that was different.
I called it a procedure.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. It's a procedure. Yeah.
Your wife did have that video.
Yeah.
That did go around.
Yeah. Sorry.
When I was in radio,
Hi, Chad.
I had missed some time because I had my second back surgery.
Yeah.
And I stopped in. You guys may remember the Big Dog Show. I stopped in, and out of the blues, Pat Mars says, "Well, you were in the hospital." And I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, I heard you had a penis reduction." I said, "Yeah, it was my second one. The first one didn't take." It was actually pretty quick.
That was a good one.
We talk about funny stuff. I'm going to get Paul up here. I want to look at this. You were telling us a little bit about a video, and if you want to kind of once he
Not
gets
my
in here,
video, some different totally video. Yeah, it's a different.
I was like,
it wouldn't be an Amy Nygaard show without showing a little bit of video, but I think he's coming in here now.
Is this what? Whoa.
okay.
We're gonna.
Is this the birthday party video?
Oh, do we have that?
I don't know.
think so.
I don't know. Let's see what we got. This is one she sent me.
Okay, this one.
All right.
Okay,
Wait,
Hold on.
holding. Oh, okay. Well, okay.
So I am obviously a huge Austin Pierce fan, and his kids and his wife and his crew. Like, and they're super kind to me because they let me be dumb in their trailer and just goof, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this last summer, I had won a raffle prize, and Austin and his family happened to be at our house. Well, we were going to celebrate, and so I did a video. So I had 2 tank tops on, and I'm like, I just won money, blah. And I took off my shirt and whipped it around my head and doing this dance, right? Well, Austin's son goes and tells Grandpa Mike the next day, yeah, we were with Amy Nygaard, and she took her shirt off and did this dance, right? But does not, obviously doesn't realize I'm like double shirted. Right?
Yeah.
So he keeps saying, can you do that dance? Can you do that dance? So I'm like, when your dad wins, I'll come to your trailer. We'll do it, right?
Yeah.
So this is just me. And like I said, Austin and his crew have been so fun, and they just eat it.
And now Grandpa Mike wants to come and watch. He wants to come over.
And see this. So here's his little son Grayson is videoing this, and I'm pretending to be Austin Nygaard, or Austin Pierce here.
All right.
Let's see what we got here.
Take your shirt off.
And that's without any alcohol, people.
Really?
Yeah, no.
Wow. That's
totally
like a
would be-
special gift.
Like, that's it. She totally would be the person that'd be this cool, either drinking or not drinking. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to drink to have a good time. Like, I'm just going to bring the good time. So that's so
awesome.
cool. That's awesome.
Cody Quarles, love you, Amy.
Love it. Yeah.
Oh,
This is so
man.
cool.
Schedule this year, have you guys figured out how many races you're going to hit, where you're going to try to go, or anything like that yet?
You know, I literally, no, because I'm just doing our Sundogs hockey schedule. Yes, last night I'm like, oh, just wrote down practices, signed them up for a camp, write down our thing. I'm like, oh, now tonight I got to sit down and book hotels. So I'm not a big planner. Like, I kind of go,
Right.
like, next week, this is what we're going to do. Next week, this
Oh,
is what we're
okay.
gonna do. So I'm not I don't like to make big plans. That's not really my thing. I'm
Right.
not good at, what do we do on August 17th? I don't know.
Well, yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm not.
I don't like planning
I'm
too
the
far in
same way.
advance, but I
Yeah.
don't like to know like the day of. Hey, can you come do this?
Yeah, it gets me in trouble.
yeah.
That I don't remember things. I have to write down a lot of things. when
Brittany
it comes
started
to
a
planning.
calendar now, so now if it's something during
Oh,
the
yeah.
week, if I need to be for Parker, like today, I need to pick Parker before she starts a calendar and reminders for
Oh.
me. That,
Yeah, I have a little whiteboard for the week, and we just
Yep.
do the
Yeah,
week,
that'd
the
be-
week of, and
There you
we're
go.
good.
Lori
Yeah.
was asking me last night, what are you doing on the 30th and then the 14th? And it's like, I have to go back to work and look at my calendar. Sherry Amundsen, Norman, Amy, you are such a hoot. Cody, we're still in therapy here in California from Amy's antics.
Oh, Cody, you just warned me
thank you
when
guys for
you're coming
watching.
home. I'm ready for you, Cody. I'm taking that day off.
You know, the thing is, we're going to have to invite these guys back.
oh yeah,
I don't know if we could beat that show, but we'll have to try.
well, she's got time to think about it.
Yeah, that's true. Jody says time goes by fast enough. Hurts when you plan your weekends. Carrie Ann Tropgruben and Amy, if you would have slowed down your dance on the video, everyone would have read the back of your shirt.
That was-
what?
That was Carrie Ann. Carrie Ann is the ultimate race mama, right? So
Yeah.
where she stands to video is close to where we sit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she's just fun, and we have a good time, and their whole crew is just fun.
Yep.
Right? They're there to have a good time.
Yeah,
Well, Rod had the Milwaukee Power Tools shirt on, and my tool lasts longer than yours. And I'm like, for years, I was like, dude, I need that shirt. Right? Yeah. And so I said something to Carrie Ann, and she was like, I have one. I'm going to find it for you. So she did, and that's the shirt I was wearing. And I love it. I love it.
Yeah, it's so great.
Yeah, it's the best shirt ever, and I'm proud of that. And she was great for getting it to me after 4 years of begging.
And listen to this. Savannah Strand and Carrie Ann Tropgruben going to be on Dirty Thursday Salute to Women on the
Wow.
23rd.
cool. She's actually going to make an appearance.
Well, that's what my calendar says. I don't remember
We
who
will
told me,
have-
but well, hopefully, I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, she's
I've been trying to
awesome.
get her on here for a couple of years.
Yes.
We got more texts. Heather McDonald color coordinated calendar on our Google Calendar app. Mm-hmm. Cody
That's
Quarles.
yep.
Cody. Oh, we have plans. Oh, I might have
You're
to
going to
do
give her
some.
this long to think about it. You're going to have something happen.
I might have to do some finagling to figure out how I can make this work where I can go to the track and fish this tournament at the same time. But I think I can do it. We're going to have to work on that.
We can roll you in a boat at the end. I mean, that can happen.
roll you in a boat.
He's fine. The catfish will just jump in the boat.
Yeah, all you got to do is just be a body in the boat. My partner can do all the work.
They literally
right.
will smell the moonshine off your body, and they'll
Oh,
be like, "Oh, we're
phew,
coming
yeah.
in."
I'll just go every time I urinate, the fish will come,
Yep.
right?
That's right. Yes.
Scott Nelson,
They'll spawn
Scotty,
every time.
Scotty says we need her on the fire crew for comic relief. Heather, about damn time Carrie Ann Tropgruben does this deal. Yes, it is about damn time. What is your favorite part about showing up at the racetrack, no matter what track you're at? What are you thinking on your way and when you get there?
Okay, so here's our ritual, right? So we always say a prayer before we get there,
Mm-hmm.
right? If we're racing, first thing we do,
Yep.
right? And that's what me and Zach, that's been our thing forever. Mm-hmm. And it's not just for Wade, it's for everybody.
Sure.
The
Yeah,
crew,
absolutely.
The fire crew.
Everybody.
Everybody.
Yep.
Everybody around there, right? And then when we get there, it's, I just, to even the people, when you're walking into Grand Forks and you go to sign in the pit shack, the ladies that are working there are awesome. Mm-hmm. They have a hard job.
Yeah, they
right?
do.
It's freaking 10,000 degrees in there and they're sweating their softs and whatever. They're super nice. And if you're nice to them, they're going to be 10 times nicer to you.
Absolutely.
Right? And so you get what you get back what you put out. So they're awesome. I love it. So just walking in there, joking with them, and then just the walk to the trailer. Mm-hmm. You do the nods, you do the smiles.
Oh, yeah. The waves,
Yep.
the
Oh, yeah.
shaking
And
hands.
just seeing everything, and I just love it. I
Yep.
love it. That sets the tone, right? And then you walk into your trailer, you drop your stuff off, and now you just check out the car, whatever. And then when you go up to the stands and just sit and watch. So it's like that aspect's a little bit different because then it's like, okay, when I'm in the pits, it's like, okay, you have the fuel, we have tires, we have blah, 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 right? Are we ready to go? We're ready to go, okay. But when you're in the grandstands and you walk in, you do your ticket, and you walk in, you go find your seats. I'm always in the same spot, way west
Way
end,
in the corner.
second
Yep.
entrance straight up, right? And then you go visit the people that you do your visiting stuff.
Yep.
And that part is awesome. And then you start with the racing and then all that. That is a different aspect because you're watching it from up here and
Sure.
it's
yeah.
fun. And you see all the people you haven't seen
Yep.
and you're visiting and it's just fun. Like Friday nights to me going there is just fun.
Yeah.
I love it. Mm-hmm. And some nights, it doesn't go well in the pit side of it. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Right. It's not the end of the world. It's just a sucky day. But it's just to see everybody interact with so many different people, different types of people, and all ages of people. So like my nieces and nephews come, their girlfriends come, my siblings come. Like my younger sister, she comes and she'll just go out and sit in the stands by herself because she's like, well, she knows so many people now that it just doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right.
You're never by yourself.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? You could go up there and you sit down and instantly there's people around you.
Yeah,
And that's what I love. It's
Yeah.
the interactions with not only the race fans, but the race people and the race, just everything. It's
Absolutely.
just fun.
Yes.
And Lori
Yes.
will say to me, gosh, you go earlier and earlier every Friday. But like you were saying, I have just as much fun before the working part of the night starts talking with people.
Yeah.
The people that you see in the stands all the time. I mean, everybody's always in such a good freaking mood when they get to the racetrack.
Yeah.
When the Canadians are here, going through Little Canada, anywhere in the pits, I have so much fun doing it. I wish I had more time to be down there. Amanda, Joe, Amy, you always make my day better and remind me that this race deal is fun. Kevin Pappenfuss, when I go to the races, it's like going to a family reunion. Love it. And I agree.
It's so true.
Yeah, you mentioned,
so true.
Amy, that you do a little prayer. Are you a spiritual person?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yep, I am, and always been that way. And it's I always just think there's things that happen, and you got to go with it and figure. You don't always know why it happens or when it's going to happen, but yeah, I always think if I say a prayer a little bit, it's never going to hurt.
Right.
So
Amen.
No.
Yeah,
Yep.
I like that. That's
That
cool.
is for sure.
Do you ever worry about Wayne getting in a wreck or getting hurt? Or, I mean, you've been around this now
yeah.
for long enough. I mean,
I
you've
do.
probably seen a few bad ones in your time.
Yeah, I do, and I mean, it's different. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so I watch him differently than I watch other people, right?
Okay.
So like, it's like if Austin or Nick or Brendan or one of those guys got an accident, I'm like, oh my God, are they, like,
Right.
are they okay? Good. And then Wade would be like, well, why the hell did you do that? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's different. I always view it differently with him than I do with the others. So
Will you read? Can you read that last one? It's a pretty big word.
Oh my God, Heather. Yeah. Thanks, Heather.
yeah.
This one
I said procedure.
Yeah, this one took, and Brittany's very happy. So that's great. I'm glad that it's going that way.
Should we just leave it at that? They
Yeah.
can see it on the phone. People will be able to see it.
People will be able to see look at the live comments. You'll be good. Yeah.
Wow. You said the kid is kind of getting groomed now, doing a little bit more work on the car. But do you ever help out in the shop? Do you ever help out in the pits, anything like that? Or are you better off just staying away?
Seems like the perfect coach, honestly. It's positivity all the time.
Yeah.
Is that's the role?
It's funny because
Yeah.
it's a bit different.
Is it?
Yeah, it's funny because it is a different role. It is different. So I will not work on the car. I won't put a tire on. I won't change anything. I am not built like you are built.
Right.
Sure.
Right? So I'm not going to wrench on that tire and then, fucking fell
off. Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, I would feel horrible, right?
Yeah.
But if you did, I'd be like, it's okay, buddy.
Yeah.
You did the best you could.
Good effort.
Right?
It's positivity, see?
So anyway, when it's time to roll them out, push them out, I'll push the car out, I'll push them down. I can do all that. I can do a lot of things. What we do, how I do it is a bit different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't take a role on, I do the checks in my head. Okay, do we have this? Right. And yeah, I annoy him quite a bit.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it's like, he's.
And I was kind of getting not intentional. And if my wife was there and I was racing sprint cars, I have a feeling it would be kind of the same thing, because your mind is one place and they're,
Yep.
kind of trying to get into that same place, but it doesn't always work.
It's not the same. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. And so it's just like, I just mumble under my breath a lot.
Yeah. Yep.
But it's as long as I know, okay, you got fuel, do you need this? If they need stuff, I'll help. Like,
Right.
that's not a problem. I'm not dumb. I can do a lot of things. And
Sure.
I know what's happening. But he's different out there. He's focused. He's this and that, and that's it. So it's not like I'm be like, so on Tuesday, do you want to go to Olive Garden? Like, I don't do that, right?
Well, I don't even go talk to him because he's so zoomed in.
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
and that's what I was going to get at next, because I've been around this game long enough to know who and how they are before a race. Wade, I will go in and probably only about 30 seconds worth, because I can tell, but how is he race day and in the pits? Everybody's a little different. Does he go into like this game face mode, or does he go into the zone or whatever they call it?
We just stay apart. Like, if he needs me, I know it. If not, I do my thing. He does his thing. Like, I'll go and do my visiting, do my kind of stuff. Because if I worry about, that's what I had to teach myself too a little bit, and I got to get way better at it. But it's like you just do your thing, and I'll do my thing, and then I'll see you later. Right?
Yeah.
Right? Period. It's different because before we had certain guys that helped us for a long time, and they knew what they did their stuff.
Sure.
Right.
Right.
So then now when they're not there, it's like then I get like this last year I was a little more worried because it's different.
It's a lot for
new roles.
yeah,
New roles.
yeah.
Right.
Okay. And do I want him to run out of fuel on a freaking heat race? No.
No.
Right.
Right.
Can it happen?
Sure.
Has it happened to other people? Yeah. Driver get pit? Yeah. They're not happy.
Right.
So like there's things that I try to do, and I'm just like, no, just back up, just know your role. I
Yeah.
gotta just stay in my lane.
Right.
Like that's just not my lane to be in.
Well, we do know Wade is watching the show.
is he?
He just texted, she's not just a pretty face. How about that? Heather says
that-
lots of entertainment value with
did
your
he spell
bride.
it right?
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say
Yeah.
he said face, right?
He did.
Yeah.
I can't wait for next year to do this salute to women thing.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
There's a lot of great girls in the pit area. You see it more and when I first started kind of coming around, you kind of had to earn your stripes in the pit area. It's just
Sure.
like church.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody has
For
their
sure.
same
Yep.
spot, right?
Yep.
So first coming up, and there's like, there's certain guys that have been raised that there was women were not in the pits.
Right.
And kids were not allowed in the pits.
Right. A lot of
Right?
things have changed. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's funny. And Gary Bowman was a guy that.
God bless him. I love the
God.
guy.
And if you, big bear, right? And he was just like, he had his spot. And if you put a blanket down up in the pits and his
Oh, yeah.
spot,
Oh, yeah.
that blanket he probably torched it. Like,
Driving
don't,
over it, yeah.
Like, don't This
Yeah.
is my spot, right? He earned that. That's his stripe. So it was kind of like, all right. And I think with Pat Mooney, he was so good to me and so nice to me. We would visit, right, and then go up and visit. So I got to be a little closer to that realm of those guys that women are not
Yeah.
to be. And it's not
And when you're in with those
chauvinistic.
guys, you're in.
Yeah. And I was like, all right, this is
You're
this
one
is
of the
cool,
people
right?
then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then when I had my son, and Zachary would come, and I'd be like, listen, buddy, you sit, you don't wiggle, you don't stand up, you don't do anything.
Yeah.
These guys are here to watch the race. You're not messing around. And that's the way he was brought up and
Yep.
raised or whatever. And sure enough, we were in and it's so funny because like I just felt like I earned my spot, I earned my stripes,
Yep.
and I got their respect little by little and stuff. And they made it so much fun for me. They made it a lot of fun. We could go up there and laugh and joke
Right, right.
and have a good time. We could sit up there and just have a great time before the races
Right.
started. And that to me is a whole different level.
You know, Heather says it's been 8 years and I had to earn my stripes. Lots of new girl hazing. Amy, you mentioned Gary Bowman. I knew Gary. I'm from Thief River Falls originally. I knew him from back in the St. Hilaire days, from way, way back. He's a hell of a guy, and I miss him. Pat Mooney, another great guy.
Awesome, man.
We talk about this salute to women on Dirty Thursday. It's funny because all year long, especially after talking with people like you last year and having these people in, and you know, this isn't your typical like winged nation or something.
No.
We're not just Zooming with race car drivers. We want everybody that has anything to do with racing in here. But here's what I get. I get all these women come up to me all year long now and say, I'd love to be on your show. You want to know how many messages I sent out in the last month? 2 different ladies.
Yeah.
And no, thanks, not interested. Blah, blah, you know, and
Well,
it's like,
that's so
come
because
on.
they talked to you after the races. They had like 6 or 7 in them. They're like, "Hey, I had a truly. I want to be on your show."
Right.
You know?
And if you weren't having to go
All
back
that
to
extra
work,
confidence. Yeah.
and if you didn't have to go back to work, you'd probably have a couple with us too.
Oh, God, yeah.
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 All right.
One
Do
eight.
you see yourself when you see the new people coming in? Do you see yourself kind of bringing that like the Pat Moonies did to you? Do you see yourself doing that?
No,
No.
no.
You just why not?
I'm joking. No.
100% you do.
Yeah, so like when it's so funny when you go in, it's literally like you're walking into church, you're going up to the pit stands, it's like, this is my spot, this
Yep.
is their spots,
Yep.
whatever, you know. And
You almost kneel quick before you go sit down.
yeah. But like with Amanda's daughter, her, you know, she's awesome, and I love her, and she was sitting up there. I'm like, hey, can I sit by you? And then start talking with her, and she's just a great kid. I'm like, can I just call you best friend? So like now we'll just be like, hey, best friend, come and sit over here or whatever. And she's got other friends that she's around, and I've met people, and you meet people and stuff. I don't think I'm unapproachable.
No,
I
you're definitely
don't.
not. No.
But when there's new people that sit or by me around me,
Maybe a little guarded.
I warn them, like, anybody in front of me, you may get grabbed, you may
Yep.
get, you know, because I'm not just watching the 9N going around, like I'm watching all of these, and you
Sure.
see this guy going, but out of your corner you see, you know, in
Yeah.
turn 3, this guy's going off, right? So
Yeah.
you're like, look at that, you know. So the people who gets in front of me may get a little bruise, make it a little grabby,
Just a little.
you know.
Just a touch.
So,
Yeah.
but there's just a lot of great people in general
Yeah.
all over, and sitting in the grandstands, it's so like Carrie Ann's group. I met a handful of those people and stuff, and it's just fun.
Yep.
You know, you just gotta have fun.
Wow, for
and,
sure.
And like, oh, that driver just did this, and drivers get over it.
Yep.
The
Right.
people around the drivers don't.
No, they hold on to
So,
grudges.
yeah.
Yeah, they hold on to grudges.
And you talk about Amanda Joe. We got her coming in too. We're not
Yeah.
going to have her be a guest host because whenever she's in here, I put her to work.
Yeah.
We're actually going to bring her in.
Amanda, I will try to be
next
here, I
week.
promise.
Next
Next
week,
week?
and
Okay.
I believe she's bringing her daughter with her.
She's
we've
awesome.
we've hit
It is
the
spring break.
Yeah.
Yep.
We've hit the trifecta now. By the way, so we had California
Yep.
watching the show, Canada.
Yep.
Tori Martin. Hi, Amy. We know they're watching in Florida.
Florida.
And I
miss those guys.
I think, what's her name? I think it might still be down there too. The one that just got engaged. We got so many texts.
Kaylee Elizabeth.
Kaylee Elizabeth. Jeepers. Losing my mind. Tori Martin says, when I was younger, Amy scared the shit out of me.
Why would you do that?
I don't remember that.
Oh, man.
Considering, you know what's funny is when I started going to the races, I went to watch his dad.
Yeah.
No, everybody went to watch him.
That was my driver, and then of course, I didn't even hardly watch sprint cars. It was like went there for late models, and back then you could run around,
You just wanted to see him afterwards in a tank top, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why they go see me.
Kudos to Bobby because he still looks good in his tank top. Like, there you go.
He does.
My
And he can
tank top
sport
got,
it all year round now.
Mine's grown at the width here in the bottom.
Wade says make sure to thank her sponsors. How many sponsors you got, Amy?
Well, here, I wrote them down.
That's funny because guys are doing that now. They're like, you dummy! I told you to write down your sponsors. They're sitting there,
I forgot.
Hey, I gotta thank Wade Nygaard because if it wasn't for him, I'd be like not on the show. So thanks, Wade Nygaard.
Thanks, Wade Nygaard.
Thanks, Wade Nygaard. I know you're looking at your watch. I know you got to get back to work.
Yeah, I was just having a good time.
Did we make it? We made it. I thought we
we're
made
over
it
an hour.
We're over an hour
Hour
right
and
now.
4 minutes
Which
and
is great.
4 seconds.
Have you ever watched Mad TV with Stewart's bit? Oh, you got
Stuart.
You'd be an awesome.
no, my brother did that for send me a video of
You'd be Stewart's mom would be so perfect. Stuart?
Yeah.
I didn't do it.
Maybe we could get. Maybe we
my
could.
brother sent me that video.
When the California guys come up, maybe we could get somebody to dress up like Stuart.
We gotta find a skinny guy. I totally do it, but I'm way overweight for Stuart.
Yeah.
I didn't want to. Look what I can do. Okay, sorry.
Andy, that one was for you.
You imagine if we were really drunk doing this show, how much fun it would be?
That's what I'm saying. We would get this at night. Imagine how crazy this would be.
I know.
Good thing we're not regulated.
If you ever do a nighttime
That would be sweet, right?
anything, just let me know.
Okay. We'll have to call Uber.
Thank you for
or
coming in.
I promise I would bring a really good game.
Carrie Ann Trop-Grubin, great show. Love Amy. Amy, thank you so much for coming in.
You're
today.
awesome. Thank
I
you.
You are
appreciate
awesome.
it.
You are. And
Appreciate
Chad, I'm glad that you're back.
Yeah. Hopefully I can keep it coming here. So that's good.
Yeah.
Works
Again,
crazy.
Amanda Joe is going to be on the show next week. We're looking forward to it. We
That'd be
got
awesome.
Carrie Ann and Savannah coming up here on the 23rd. I got one day open. It is the 30th. For our Dirty Thursday Salute to Women. So any of you ladies out there, feel free to email us, local at gfbestsource.com or local at Grand Forks. Yeah, local at gfbestsource.com. Go ahead. Feel free to email us.
Hi, my name is
and we'll
John
try to get
Roberts.
you on the
I
show.
forgot my email
Oh,
address.
shut up. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. I want to give a shout out to Rumors Sports Bar and Casino for bringing you the Dirty Thursday show today. Now, by the way, Rumors was going to have this big sports card and memorabilia show here in the Grand Cities Mall this Saturday. They have nixed it now. It's been postponed because they are talking about some nasty weather coming this way. And nobody wants to get stranded here, especially in the mall, for a show, all right? Rumor Sports Bar and Casino, I tell you what, if you caught that Minnesota Wild game last night, you caught a heck of a hockey game. They did end up winning, and this place is covered with TVs. Go watch your favorite sports. UND hockey is going to be on the air this weekend. In fact, tonight is one of my favorite nights because they're special. If you want to go in and have some supper from 5 to 11, sandwich and a side for only $7. Rumors Sports Bar and Casino. Check it out again. Thanks to Chad Hoff. Thank you very much to Amy Nygaard. You can catch a replay of the Forks Sports Highway Show tonight at 6:30. They filmed last night because Monty's going to be gone today, but it's an awesome show. Catch the replay again tonight. We will see you tomorrow morning at 9. Remember to like, share, tag, and follow us. Hit that notification bell on your smartphone. You'll never miss a show that way. Grand Cities is a wonderfully groovy place. Grand Forks' best source is giving it an identity again.